Hello, this is Amanda from Home Designs by Amanda, and today we're going to make a birthday card with using the Thinlits for the flourishing phrases. And those are called the Flourish Thinlit dies. And they come in a nice little pack like this. I put them in with the stamp set so that I have them all together on a magnetic sheet there. And this is a two set, but I think we're just using the flowers out of this today, and I'm going to use the sentiment from one of the Celebration Advent Garden set that I got that you can get with a $50 purchase right now. And then I'm going to use the happy birthday wishes and to someone who makes others so happy. I made one of these earlier using the mint macaron, and it turned out nice, and we're going to make one like it, only we're going to use the Knight of Navy cardstock and ink. Okay, so let's get started. We have our card base here, and then this is going to be our main work area, and I'm going to put my large flower die that I had cut out from here with that framelit, and then I also cut out the border here, and I'm only using part of it, so I didn't worry about trying to get these little pieces out, because I'm going to lay that down there. And I noticed that these are kind of difficult for adhering. At least I found them that way. I did get some of the snail adhesive, and I'm sure there's other ways. They have different things, but so far this is as far as I've gotten with adhesives that I'm not used to. So I'm going to take some of the snail adhesive, and I have a scrap piece of paper here, and I'm going to put just a little bit behind here because it does obviously show through. But if I put it here, down here, I'm going to be putting a flower over that so that we won't see it through. And then, just so that it's not all flapping all over, I probably should have done that first. I did run a little bit across the back of that one top flower there. Oops, and I didn't get any of that run. I should have done this when I did the bottom part. And so this one, you can see there's some right behind there. I just took, it was closed. I had my X-Acto knife earlier, and I'll just do that this time. And I think I tried it with a piece of paper too. And just kind of clean that out just a little bit so that it doesn't remain sticky on the front of your card. Glue dots. I forgot I had those. Glue dots would probably work a lot better. I have some in the one paper pumpkin that I got. I forgot all about those. Here we go. I'll try a couple of these on here. Just stick that to the back of this flower. There we go. See, things work out. Okay. And I don't mind some of it popping up. So that, hey, that'll probably make this easier too. Let's go ahead and use those for the back of this as well. I did kind of tuck, on the other one, tuck that under there to make sure that it was hidden because I used the snail adhesive on that. But now we can just kind of do that. And I'm going to still do what I did earlier because I really liked the way that worked. I just kind of wrapped it around the back because, you know, this will be on our card base, so then they're not going to see this. And I just snipped that off. I used one of my normal adhesives that I use until I get used to these other ones, probably. And there's that. Okay, so then on top of this, I wanted to use the flower that is in our Flourishing Phrases. Let's set that down. in our Flourishing Phrases stamp set. So, there it is. I have a extra piece of white cardstock here. I have my Knight of Navy. And I'm just going to ink up my flower all around there with the Knight of Navy. I find it really, really dark. Obviously, Knight of Navy, right? But for this project, I didn't want it quite so dark. So I'm going to stamp it off once, and then I'm going to stamp it off again. I like the lighter shade there. So this does not come with a die, so I have to fussy cut around it, which is alright here. So just do. Okay, now we have it all cut out. And earlier I was trying to figure out, you know, how am I going to adhere this to this, because I wanted it over top, like that. And I'm like, I didn't know. And I didn't want to use the snail adhesive because I didn't want that showing. Forgot all about the glue dots there. So I have all these brads from when I don't know, a long time ago when I was cards, scrapbooking, sort of. And it was never a real big scrapbooker. I think I have 2 scrapbooks. So I found that I remember I had these, so I went and got one of those, and I stuck it, and it fits really well, if I can get it in there. It fits really well there in the middle. So I used that, and I really like how that looks. So let's go ahead and make a hole here, which is another reason I X-Acto knife is close, because I do not have a piercing tool. I've always just used an X-Acto knife whenever I used a brad. So, and that's just an old piece of foam I have out of something. I have no idea what it's out of, but it works really well. I've had it for a long time to use for just piercing through things, and then it softens it doesn't go through to whatever work surface you're at. And then we'll just put the brad right in there, line up the overflower, which I did leave. It kind of curled from when I was taking out, I was using my die brush to take out all the little pieces from when it was die cut, which leaves it a little bit curled, and I left it that way. But if you didn't have a die brush to curl it when you're taking out the pieces, you can always just take your bone folder and kind of curl the edges as well. And then we can put those, if I can keep it lined up long enough to get those backings down. Oh well, it moves around behind it, so that works. So there, we'll put the pads down. Let's just scooch this so it's lined up. There we go. Well, not all lined up, right? Okay. So now we have our pretty flower, and it's going to go over our flourish here. Darker than this morning's card. Mint macaron was nice. I liked that. But green's my favorite color, so you know. And I'm still learning how to use this thing. Yeah, I have to go my way. There we go. And I'm still not getting anything there. I never liked these things. Probably why I've always used the squares. They just never seem to work well for me. I always get the fling back. I'm not sure. I'll have to practice some more. Maybe I'll stick with glue dots. Okay, so let's put the flower on there. It does stick well. I have noticed that. That is nice. Let's get that out of the way. And then, so we're going to take our sentiment inked up in Night of Navy, and I just put it like right about here. It's lined up. I'm not good with straight all the time. Okay, so there's the front of our card. I like the, I don't know, I probably should have done another glue dot, but that's okay. And then we can put it right there on our cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and use my photo squares. I have another use I need for this nail adhesive, and I want to make sure I have enough of it. But that I'll show you in a later video. And then just line it up on the front here. Just that. And there's our Flourish Happy Birthday card. All the products and dimensions to make this card your own will be in the corresponding blog post at www.homedesignsbyamanda.com, and it'll be listed and linked in the description below. I hope you enjoyed making this card with me today. Come again soon to create with me.